Hello students, today in this video we will be discussing about monks and monasteries. It is worth mentioning that the priest did not live an isolated life. They lived amongst the people in the towns and villages. However, some devout Christians and deeply religious people chose to live isolated lives in the medieval Europe. They often lived in religious communities in places very far from human habitation. And those places in which they used to live, they are known as abbeys, Abbeys, or monasteries. So the monastery established by Saint Benedict in Italy in the year around 529 AD and the Cluny monastery established in Burgundy in 910 AD were the two most popular monasteries of the day. You all can relate the monastery, the Christian monastery with the Buddhist monastery which we find in and around our area. It's almost the same. Monk life was open to both men and women. Both of them, they can be apart. Men became monks and the women were called nuns. So monks and nuns lived in separate abbeys. They were not allowed to live together, but there are evidences that some abbeys were exception of it, like some were shared by both monks and nuns. And monks and nuns, those who chose to live in the abbeys, they were not allowed to marry. They could not marry. In monasteries, the monks and nuns lived a very simple and disciplined life. They vowed to live their whole life in abbey. They also vowed to devote their whole time in praying, studying, laboring in agricultural activities. So they devoted themselves. Soon the number of monks and nuns living in the monastery, there was a growth and they grew into communities. Some of the communities were having almost 100 of monks and nuns. So a monastery had its own landed estate, and inside that it had large buildings. Then there were schools, colleges and hospitals. If you all can recall, we have got a monastery somewhere near the Bengal Safari. If you have been there, the backside there is a monastery. If you go there, and you will find that this definitely this is a Buddhist monastery, but even this particular monastery, Ivam monastery, which I'm talking about, this is absolutely specifically for the nuns. All the monks, normally we call them, they are all females. They are nuns actually. And you can see at the back side of the monastery, I think some of you have visited already, they have their own school, they stay there, they have their own eateries, everything, library they have. So everything is there inside that estate only. So these communities made a significant contribution in the cultural growth of the day. Some groups of monks decided not to be based in one monastery and they used to travel. They chose the way of moving from one place to another in order to preach the people and spread knowledge among the masses. Such monks came to be known as friars, Friars, friars. And later the monks and nuns had adopted a life of ease and luxury, keeping aside their great high ideals. Okay, so Chaucer once composed he has written number of poems depicting comic portraits of a nun and monks and a friar. You can find it out in your book also, textbook also. There are poems related to the monks. So these were the group of people who were basically based on the monasteries, known as monks, and the females were known as nuns.